Hello. What's up, Maddie? Long time no see. I know. Happy holidays. And it's true, we are in the holiday season, actually. I believe Hanukkah is already going on. So happy Hanukkah to anyone who celebrates that. I have no idea what day it is. I think it's what, like the third day or something? I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend to know. I forget when my own birthday happens sometimes, so. Is my on-screen chat not working? Should be. Nope, nope, it is. Thanks for the membership. Appreciate it. Just says thanks for being a member. It doesn't give me what month it is anymore. I'm sure because it's over a year, but yeah. It doesn't tell me what month you're on. What's up, Multi? Don't mind ads, but I do mind when they are max volume going to fight someone. Nice. Thanks, Twitch. Traveling at all? No, zero travel this year. Zero travel this year because of the job change. So we have no money right now, but I will next year. But it's going to be past that, so yeah, no travel this year. It's going to be a chill holiday. Which is fine. I actually don't mind that. Wait, what settings do I have? Dude, I haven't played... I feel like I haven't played video games that haven't been on my Switch in, like... Oh yeah, I took out, Andrew as Child because, for whatever reason, I can't find a setting to turn it to one cucko, and I'm not getting all of them. Oh, thanks for the, also thanks for the Prime for 22 months. The double, 2 quick ones. Love to see it. What was I doing? I forgot now. Oh, Dungeon Rewards. On the check. Okay, it's on 5. It's on 4. That's fine. Chill seed. Take your figure bank should be enough gas for and 1 granola bar. Sometimes that's all I need. I would just substitute it for a cup of coffee instead. And I'll get by. But yeah, gonna be a chill holiday. We're not really doing much. Which is perfectly fine by me. Decorate the house a little bit, you know, get the tree up, all that. I gotta buy more lights. I pulled out my lights from last year, and one strand was completely dead. And the best part was I was so confident that they would work, I hung all the lights first and then plugged them in. I was so confident. And then it turned out one strand was completely dead, and I'm like, dang. I gotta take it down and get a new strand of lights. That sucks. What's up, Kaz? It's Ocarina. It is. Gotta stop living off granola bars, actually. Show you what you ordered yourself for Christmas. Check the DMs in a sec. Okay. I'll check before I start. Assuming you send it before I start. You're like a hippie in the 70s. I feel you though, Multi. Twitch comrade, another ad. The same loud ad. Oh my god, Multi's getting assaulted by ads today. Okay, you sent it. Oh, nice. Replica Ocarina. Cool. I have one of those as well. Not that one. Mine, I have one that's like, literally like built off of, like, it looks like the OOT Ocarina of Time. I do not play it. It sits on the shelf and looks pretty because it sounds bad. Well, it sounds bad when I do it. How's it going? It's going good, guys. Hope you're well. I saw today you're playing some weird, like, Santa game for, like, your throwback thing. I saw the, like, upcoming thing on YouTube. And I was like, interesting choice. I was like, that's certainly a game. One of the games of all time. Bag book, want to get an identical in Ocarina of Time. But I like this one more. That's fair, yeah. I actually think I have two, now that I think about it. I think one's just put away. I don't know, I have a bunch of, like, random stuff just in bins. It's a bad game from what I know of, at least. Nice. We love us a good bad game. Random stuff in bins is a boot. Dude, I have, like... Alright, so I have, like, 3 bins in our spare room, which is just... it's just my games. Like, original Xbox games, GameCube games, PS2 games, PS1 games, N64, SNES, like, it's, like, maybe 3 or 4 bins. Just the Genesis, like, all of my old games just in bins, put away. Then I have, like, 3 or 4 other bins that's just stuff. I genuinely could not tell you what's in there. I think one is old clothes. I don't know what else the rest is. It's literally just things. That's how I store stuff. I'm like, here are games, here are everything. Yeah, chemical burns the other day. First of all, hope you're alright. Second of all, how? Literally been hoarding since Great Depression. You live with your parents. Yeah. My parents always kind of like that too. They just like keep everything. Yeah, chemical burns. Yeah, what happened? Dragging heavy tubs of lights and decorations down the stairs, yelling profanities. See, I don't have stairs. So... I missed that part. I did, however, drag the stuff out of a box from our spare room. Although it did not get frustrated untangling the lights. Because I like Christmas time. It's my favorite time of the year. Gripping is all back. I mean, yes, of course. That, absolutely, for sure. Short version or long version? I guess give the short TLDR right now. And then you could just message me later, like, the more in-depth stuff. Without the stairs, keep the rest. More or less, yeah. Three words, too much nair. Alright, I'm gonna need the full version of that at some point. You always forget it's Christmas until it happens. A good chunk of your friends are Jewish and Muslim and atheist, so they just have holiday party in the family. That's fair, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why, you know, we say happy holidays and stuff, right? Encompass everybody. I feel like I'm like, maybe besides Matt, because I know Matt will put the tree up and stuff. I feel like I'm like the only one of my friends who actually decorate for Christmas. Like, we do it. It's not like our family does it. Like, I will decorate for Christmas. And I know Matt puts his tree up and stuff, but like other than us, I don't think any of my other friends actually like do it themselves. It's like their family does it, but they don't do it. Because you come from the most Christian area that you've nearly ever seen. Wild. You have a year-long tree, but you decorate for holidays. Oh, nice. Okay. You're getting a real tree this year? Dude, I wish I can get a real tree this year. I will next year, because I'll actually have money for it. Next year, I'll get a real tree. I loved getting real trees. Dude, my parents have, like, where my parents live up in the Carolinas, they're kind of like in the middle of nowhere. My dad actually went out and just, like, straight up got his own tree. Like, literally just cut a tree down. Like, he literally got his own. Man's in his late 50s, went out with a chainsaw and got his own tree. Like, that's wild. Expensive but worth. Yeah, no, dude, real trees like really change the whole vibe. I'm gonna be real. This sounds like him walks in the woods, cut a tree down, drag it up, straight up. That's what he did. Went out to the woods, found one that looked good, and he's like, "Yep, that's a Christmas tree." Cut it down, tied it to the top of his car, and brought it home. And that's it. Has his own tree. And now the cats in his house are all about it. They love it. So they just do lights. They don't even put ornaments on it anymore. Last couple of years they learned they can't do ornaments on their trees because the cats just keep knocking them down. Very smart and inexpensive. It is, actually. What, a couple bucks to put some gas in the chainsaw? That was it? You know, gas for the drive there. That's it. A couple bungee cords. Could have spent, you know what? I don't even know how much do they charge for a real tree anymore? I don't even know, like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Just a 200-foot tall pine tree. You know what? Their house is actually tall. It's not a big house, but it is like, it's a really tall house. So technically they could fit not a 200-foot, but they could fit a big tree in there. Cats in the real tree sound so cute. Dude, it's great. I love it. I gotta see. I think he sent me pictures of it. The thing is, my dad's pictures are not great. But if I could find one, or I'll have him take one at some point, I'll post it in Discord. Cats are very polite. They just want to be. Nah, we had a fake tree last year, and Walnut is a little too heavy, and he decided to crawl up into the tree, and he broke multiple branches. It's always under 50 here. Yeah, okay, I thought that sounds about right. Yeah, they're expensive. My cat's name is Walnut. He is, yeah. I have 3 cats, and my buddy, my cat, his name is Walnut. He's the one who, in my Discord, we have the an emote of him, of just his big dumb face. You have a friend whose cat's name is Walnut? I love that. Yeah, I got pictures of him in the Discord. I actually have a few more that I have to post. But I just keep forgetting to do literally everything. Last couple weeks have been insanely busy. Sadly, animals don't live as long as we do. It's true. Like, we were actually just talking about getting a dog, and I've always wanted a Rottweiler. I love Rottweilers. But they don't live that long. Like, I think their average lifespan's like 8 to 10 years or something. I'm like, dude, that's way too short. I love Rowdies, but I don't want... I mean, given the chance, I'd probably still get one. You just stop keeping snails for that reason? Got too attached, yeah. When I was younger, I always wanted birds because they live for, like, literally ever. What's up, Joe? Live longer if you give them food. Your dog's 15. Well, yeah, it's different by breeds, though. Different breeds just live longer. Like, small dogs, like, dude, oh my god, my parents had these 2 Shih Tzus. I hated these stupid dogs. I hate Shih Tzus. I hate them so much. They're just big rats. I do not like them. And those dogs just would not die. I swear they were like almost 20. They just literally would live forever. You give them real human food, they won't live forever, but it'll make them live long. Well, yeah, but it's also just different by breeds. Like, no matter what you do, different breeds just have different lifespans. Like, the pit boxer mix that we had, he lived, I think he was 15? Was he 15? I think so. I think he was 15. And he, like, just barely outlived one of the breeds. Completely outlived the other one. I forget if it was Pitbull or Boxer. I forget which one has a less lifespan. But whichever it was, he did outlive them a little bit. Buster was good. Dude, Buster was great. Grandfather dog's like 20-ish, maybe a little bit less. Yeah. Supposed to live up to 12, but he's 15. Acts like a puppy still. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely their environment could extend it for sure. So like that's what I'm saying. Like Rottweilers is like their average is 8 to 12. So like if I got one, he probably could live 13 to 15, given the treated properly. Yeah, my pit bull we gave human food. He had human food all the time. My dad literally would make a breakfast for him. Like straight up, if my dad made breakfast, he'd make like bacon and eggs for everybody. He would also make them some for the dog. Raisins, table scraps, so much garlic. I don't know if she's still with us. Nice. Dude, okay. Everybody like scared me as a kid about like dogs having chocolate, right? Like oh my god, your dog cannot have any chocolate ever. If he has chocolate, they're gonna die. It's terrible. Tell me, when my dog, when we had him, I think he was probably maybe 6 at the time, something like that. He literally hopped up on the table. Not even kidding. Like, hopped up on the chair and then onto the kitchen table. This is a pit bull boxer mix, okay? Hopped up on and ate an entire box of 12 chocolate chip muffins. Whole box. And I'm talking like, these were like muffins, like, if you get a muffin from like Dunkin' Donuts size. Whole box. Ate the whole thing. 12 of them. All chocolate chip. And you know what happened? He went to sleep. And then woke up and started playing. I'm like, that's wild. Right, I would make breakfast and share dinner with them. Yeah, true. Yeah, raisins. Okay, yeah, raisins and grapes. I do know those are really bad. Those ones I know. I know those could be really, really bad. Whole ass chocolate bar. His vomiting didn't do much. It was fine. Don't give your dog chocolate. It builds up in their system too. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of... Yeah, garlic and onions are super bad too. Garlic, I didn't know about. Buster had... My dog had a lot of garlic. He also had a lot... He just had bacon grease. Like, straight up. Like, bacon grease on literally everything. My controller's not working? Been sitting here yapping and I finally go to... Dude, it's not detecting my controller at all. That's why. And then I drop it. Okay. Nope, not boss rush. Okay. God can cause their red blood cells to rupture. Oh, interesting. Good to know. Yeah, I would love to get a Rottweiler. Maybe one day. I feel like I need a bigger yard if I want to get a dog. I do not have a lot of yard space. I'm starting with 104 rupees. Wild. Wait, 104. Okay, if I'm actually going to have 104 when I load in, that means I start with a wallet, which is actually sick. Yeah, 104 specifically. Not 100. You have a lot of yard space in your animal to use all of it. Give me your catch, drag me out for walks. Nice. Yeah, we don't have a crazy amount of yard space, so just have cats right now. And they're indoor. We technically kind of have like outdoor cats that we take care of as well. But they just kind of hang around and then go off and do whatever. But I have my 3 that actually stay inside. Alright, I've been yapping for almost 30 minutes. Crazy. I mean, I haven't really streamed in a while, so. If you had cats outdoors, they'd be gone by morning. Yup. That's why, like, mine stay inside. I don't trust it. But there's a couple outdoor ones that are like strays that just kind of hang around. You know what's weird? We actually do have coyotes around here, too. There's been a lot of coyote sightings recently. Like, they're always in the area, because I don't live far from, like the Florida Everglades. Which is just the whole center of the state, which is just swamp. But, there's been a lot more, like, recent sightings of, coyotes here. This territory is right around your house. Nice. I never hear them or anything. It's like in a sinkhole. That is true, yeah. One thing I do miss, when I lived in New York, I used to go to my my grandfather had a hunting trailer, like super upstate. And it was super cool to like go up there because it was up in the mountains and like super upstate New York. And at night you could hear like wolves howling and stuff. Those were super cool. I missed that. Imagine shoveling his driveway. Yeah, hell no. You have fun with that. My driveway is like 5 feet. It's like enough for a car. So I wouldn't mind. Probably similar. Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, very similar, Multi. You have a snowblower? That's a little better, actually. I feel like you have to, Joe. Like, genuinely, I feel like you have to. Your driveway with a shovel would be a nightmare. See, the thing is, I have a leaf blower because, like, we have, like, a whole line of trees that just overhang the house. And, you know, down here, leaves are falling all the time. Like, it's just, like, there's forever going to be leaves falling off the trees down here because of the weather. So, I'd have to literally rake my yard, like, or my driveway every single day, realistically. So I at least have a leaf blower. You should shovel it when you're younger, Dad used it as punishment. I mean, that definitely is a punishment. Shovel to get the car out, or to get out your car because apparently you're not allowed to use it. Nice. Your punishment was stacking wood. Yo, stacking wood is actually like That actually sucks sometimes, dude. Like, just straight up. Oh, Joe, thanks for the membership. 13 months. Oh my god, it's been over a year. You guys have been members for too long. I need to actually make new member icons. More than one of you is over a year already. Alright, let's actually start. Momo just hit a year for you. Oh my god. Oh, redid. Can't do anything here. Oh no, this has grass on. This is not the seed settings that I was expecting. Well, run with it. What's up, Whizzles? Nice emotes. I do have a stick. That's nice. I don't know if I want to break my one stick on this guy. No, not yet. Let me check the shops. What's up, Owen? No. Dude, I was doing perfect. No, now I can't get the cool shots. Dang. Squandered. There we go. That's... You were 11, you were trying to earn money by getting snow off someone's driveway. Your dumbass used a hose to melt the snow and thought it worked. It's so am I skating. Wow. Owen accidentally almost possibly creating black ice and having somebody slip and fall. Hilarious. Oh, magic. Okay, maybe good seed. Progressive stamina meter, never mind. That's a nice trap. Good music though. Junk. That's exactly what happened. Nice. You don't get punishments anymore since you're like 28 and doesn't trust you to use power tools for some reason. You know what? Big brain. If they don't... Oh, fire arrows. If they don't trust you, you can't be punished. No, shut up. Another stick. Okay, that's good. Nice. Dude, hit the guy. Thank you. Okay, I was really hoping to get like Deca Shield there to make this room a little faster, but it's fine. Another stick. Owen assassinating his clients. True. Can't hire someone else if I'm the last person you hire. Ocarina. Okay, that's nice. Shoe bag. That's nice. Actually, just stop. I can just use bomb shoes to blow up the rest. Free ice skating ring, though? True. Actually. Oh, Ganon's castle. I don't know why I thought that was Mirror Shield. Oh, wallet. We're just gonna start this fanfare over 100 times. Yep. Blue rupee. I guess I'll just use bomb shoes to check these. Oh, green rupee. All right. I was like, where'd it go? Nice. Green rupee. All right. Don't care. Do I want to... Do I just want to go adults? I think I do, actually. Yeah. Ripped off from your own labor. Oh, actually, I have Sun's Up. Can't type today. Same, honestly. Well, it happened yesterday. Actually, question. Anybody on YouTube, YouTube chat, are any of you on mobile? Because yesterday, I was trying to type in Joe's stream. And, dude, hit the box. Oh my god. And for some reason, it took, like, literally, like, 15 minutes to actually get my on-screen keyboard to actually pop up. Specifically for YouTube. It popped up everywhere else. So, like, YouTube was just apparently being really bad yesterday. Guess was updating. Yeah, that's what I figured. But I'm just curious if it's, like, still broken today. I'm just gonna go adult. There's like 40 minutes of chat, wasn't showing messages. Thankfully, I could see that mine... Okay, count us junk. Nice. I could see that mine is working, so that's a good sign, I guess. DC has slingshot. Oh, well, I'm not looking on mobile, though, so yeah, I wouldn't know. And DC also has Zora Scale. Okay, so DC has 2 good items. YouTube being bad wild. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. I like how I equipped Bunny Hood to D-pad and then never put it on. I could check where my bosses are, but I don't really care right now. I'm kind of wanting to just... I mean, I'm going to check the pots here, but I kind of want to go right to Kakariko and check the shops for adult and just see if I could find a Hylian Shield. Oh, good. Stone of Agony. That does nothing. Hit the pot. Thank you. Oh, other scale. Nice. So now if I go to DC, I can get gold scale. And use it for the one thing that is actually good for. Haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 Rando in so long. Dude, I feel like I haven't played... I just haven't played... Oh, wait, I should go check that grotto. I haven't played, like, any Zelda in so long. GTG key. I don't super care about that. I also have to make sure I hit all these trees. And check all this grass. Miss doing them. Then do one. Oh, is that bow? Nice. And that's Goron Tunic. What color is it? It's a red. Kinda. Hasn't played the same Zelda game. He streams every day for a week. Dude, it has actually been... It's been a minute since I've played like, okay, so the last time I technically played OT was probably like 3 days ago. Recording just gameplay footage for another video, like the Ice Arrow video. But then before that, the last time I think I played it was actually when I made the Ice Arrow video. Did your first playthrough of DK64? Can't believe you never touched that one. It is actually surprising that, like, it's not my favorite game by any means, but it is surprising that there's still, like, people who haven't at least tried it. I'm gonna take it you're a fan. Wizzles, you like the game? Super Metroid one you did was interesting. I wish I had a... Nice. I wish I had a good way to play Dread Rando. I know there's a randomizer for Dread, but Switch emulation. It was hella fun. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do need to try it again. I do want to play it again, but with the Swap Anywhere mod. That crate is there as child, not adult. Except for like a dozen mini games. Yeah. Fire keyring? Nice, that's just really good. The mini games are unforgiving. Yeah, I do want to play it again at some point. But I really feel like I want to play it with the Swap Anywhere mod. Because that's, like, realistically, that's what killed it for me when I played it last. Was I felt like I got punished for exploring, like, so much. Like, I'm cool with backtracking, but sometimes in that one, it just kind of felt like, nah, you picked the wrong character, sorry. I'm like, what? Why'd you let me pick them then? But I do wanna try it again. I do have fire arrows, but I don't have magic. Well, Bo can go through this, so I could check. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Can't destroy that. All right. Played vanilla about 2 years ago and hated it because of what you just said. Yeah, that's like literally my biggest gripe with the game, honestly. Which is why I want to play it with that mod. Dekuchiri, interesting. Because I feel like that mod alone literally solves like 90% of what I have issues with. And then I think I could enjoy it. Best part is I patched that probably like 2 years ago, and I still haven't played it. Mostly because N64 emulation kind of sucks. And by kinda, I mean very much. Mario 64 PC port is also solid. Liked it more than you remember. Yeah, Mario 64 PC port is really good. Nope. Bad. Yeah, I really like the Mario 64 PC port. Okay. Thought I was gonna miss it again. Check my skulls now. These are probably gonna all be junk because I didn't realize what settings I had on. Blue rupee, yeah. Yeah. Deku shields, like, I mean, good to know, but it's probably not worth. EU aim. It was NA at first. I won't deny it. Take more chews, thank you. Nope, get the crate. I did not mean to side hop there, but it looked kind of cool, so I'm kind of glad I did it. Want to go back to both Switch versions again after playing it because I'm pretty sure they're just bad. Oh, what? Mario 64? The one on 3D All-Stars is bad because it has BLJs patched. So that one's bad because of that. And then the one that's on actual NSO emulator, I think still uses it, but it suffers from N64 emulation input lag on NSO, which is also really bad. So they're both bad, is what I'm saying. But for different reasons. One because I can't cheat, and the other one because input lag is terrible. I did it again. BGS, nice. Huge improvement overall with PC port. Yeah, no, the PC port's super good. That one's like super solid. Nice, the frame perfect roll. It's just, I mean, to be fair though, it's also like, I feel like that's just the case with like any N64 game at this point. Like, if it gets a PC port, it's just inherently going to be better. Don't hit the door. Okay, nice. I can't believe I got that first try. I'm not going to lie. I really did not expect that to work. Gotta try the Jack one still. Same. I think I actually might have downloaded it and just never did it. Because I've never played a Jack game. Forest. Okay, nice. I just want to listen to those guys. Okay, junk. Yeah, you sent it to me, Kaz, yeah. I mean, the problem now at this point is I'm barely at my PC. But I will say, thankfully, both, or MMOT and Mario 64, all their PC ports are also on Android. So they work great on my tablet. It literally like plays exactly the same. Everyone just wants you to do Smash. Yep. One of the reasons I didn't really ever want to play like a lot of viewer-based games and stuff on stream, because my fear was like, if I got like a bunch of followers or whatever, it'd be because of that, and I'm like, I don't want that. Also, with how like not social I am, the last thing I need is to be followed because of like social gaming. I just tried to crouch dab before starting the fight. Realized I didn't have shield. I have BGS. There we go. Does that include Barbie's horse racing? Oh, Forest Bosky. Nice. Yes. But it does get stale. That was, like, honestly, that's, like, my biggest thing about it. Is that, like, I'm gonna get bored of it. Oh, I have no keys. I mean, between, like, all my friends at this point, I'm literally known for playing Smash Brothers, like, once a year. Although I played it twice this year. Blue Rupee. Alright, I think I may want to actually just leave. Yeah, once with you, once with Joe. I hit my Smash Brothers marks for 2025. I play with both of you. Although I do actually feel like, depending on some things, like next year I might end up playing a little more. Mostly just because... Oh, I need Master Sword for this. I have choose. It's just going to be, like, easy to just drop in and out of playing that. Like, just hop in and play and then leave kind of deal. Do more Pokemon Violet. I mean, what is there to do in Pokemon Violet like that? Like, what, raids? That does not help. Raids and viewer battles, just not into. Yeah, I mean, like, raids are okay, but, like, they're not... I don't think they're, like, that interesting. And all the, like, what is it, the Union Square, or whatever they call it? I mean... oh, Zorotinic. Nice. For me, that's kind of just trash, because... Nope. Alright, whatever. That's just bad because I like shiny hunting, and if you use that, like if you play on Switch 2 and then you play Union Square, it loads like it's Switch 1, and the amount of Pokemon that actually spawn is like nothing. Oh, this is Elden Ring music. Highland Shield. Thank you. That's also Gerudo card over there. I'll grab that as well. Yep. What color is Zorotinic? Green? That's a little easier on the eyes, I'll say. That red specifically was a little bright. This is a little easier. And I got all my money back. Thanks, Runia. Although I am going to need to put this on going in here. My experiment with Power Roll, because that game could just have a world multiple people enjoy and actually do quests with. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Do I have a warp song? I don't. fine. What is that? Arrows? Key? I don't know. DC. Okay, I know there's a couple of good things in DC, so I might as well go through here. And I have choose and yeah, choose and bow. Like, there's no reason to not go through here. Come on. But all that said, like, I am kind of like wanting to find some other stuff to play, like, on stream. Not because I'm like necessarily bored of Randomizer or anything. Like, I will happily play OOT and TP Rando all the time, but just for the sake of having a little variety. Always do Prime. Like, Rando or just like playthrough? I mean, I guess I could realistically do both. Yeah. But I can look into it, actually. I mean, I kind of do need to just, like, at some point do more, like, regular playthroughs. Just gonna be difficult, because next year, I'm only gonna have, like, maybe 2 days to do streams a week. And to catch up with Mega Man. Dude, yeah, I'm really excited about there's gonna be a new Mega Man. Can I spin attack, please? My only issue with the new Mega Man is that they announced it for, like, what was it, 2027? And I'm like, why'd you say anything? I hate when companies do that. They announce stuff, like, super, super early. Granted, the gameplay they showed was, like, looked really solid. So I don't think I need to be too worried, but it's still kind of like, what are we doing? New Tomb Raider looks fire. The new Tomb Raider does actually look pretty good. Never been a huge Tomb Raider fan. I don't really like the old Tomb Raider games. Something about how they control. I'm really just not a fan of them. And I tried some of the newer ones on, like, Xbox, and they're cool, but I don't know. Never got crazy into them. Oh, there was one. Okay, it was junk. Can I don't think I want to do all that. I'm just gonna save warp. Releasing 2027, didn't know that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it was like, it just said coming 2027. Because I remember, I do just remember being upset about what they said about release date. I'm pretty sure it's because of that. But just personal preference. I really don't like when companies announce games and then it's just like, yeah, it comes out in like 2 or 3 years. It's like, why did you say anything, dude? Just do your development cycle. Like, I don't know. Stopping in Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the same principle. More shadow drops, dude. 100%. I'm like super team shadow drop. More shadow drops is like I think shadow drops are perfect. I know they're always so worried, like, oh, we're not gonna, there's no hype build up, people aren't gonna buy it. No, dude, there's gold skull, nice. People will buy it. I guess it's because they're worried about like those like week 1, quarter 1 sales, that if it's not known prior, people won't save and they won't get it or something. But it's like, nah, just shadow drop. We'll get it. Don't worry. Something of substance next year. Yeah, I'm really interested to kind of see what Nintendo's going to say in their next Direct, which I'm assuming at this point is going to be February. Alright, because it's, like, they had a bunch of, like, small stuff lined up for spring. Nice, good jump. Because there's, like, Mario Wonder is getting its Switch 2 version in spring. There's, like, I think, a new tennis game that I don't care about. Then there's, like, that Yoshi game that I completely forgot was a thing. Like, I 100% forgot that they announced the Yoshi game last year. Or was it this year? I don't even remember. And then I saw it, like, on a Blue Sky post or something of, like, oh, upcoming games. And I was like, oh, yeah. That's a thing. I forgot about that. But I think that's why I think it's bad to announce stuff, like, so early. Because it's, like, it's going to be forgotten about, dude. Unless you're going to be building up the hype for 2 years, like, we're just going to forget. Okay, just jump from up here. The Yoshi game seemed interesting, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. There's a Yoshi game? Yeah, it's like Yoshi, something like the Magic Book or whatever. Yeah, the mysterious book. I don't know what it's called. Something about a book. The art style looked really interesting. I will say that. But, yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and not grab that. I needed to go... Oh, wait, no, I could just do this. I actually think one of my first reactions to seeing the Yoshi game was I was like, that game looks like it's going to be really easy. Like, I feel like it's not going to really have much challenge to it, if I'm being honest. Might just get it because you like Yoshi. I mean, that's fair. Probably be baby easy game. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. You know where I am at right now, though, when it comes to a lot of just games in general? I guess it is really just games in general. At first, I was thinking it's just Nintendo, but no, I think it's just games in general. But Nintendo also kind of suffers from this pretty heavily. I feel like a lot of games now really struggle at making like, an ending, like a good ending to a game. I feel like good endings just kind of don't exist anymore. There's obviously going to be some outliers of games like I haven't played, but from what I've played, I'm like, everything's super fun, and then like the game ends, and I'm like, that was trash. But Nintendo suffered from that for a long time. I mean, like, Breath of the Wild's a great example of that. Breath of the Wild is super, super fun. I love that game. I love Breath of the Wild to death. I hate the way that it ends. The ending of Breath of the Wild is such garbage. I hate the final fight. But the great ending was Bonanza. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, okay, I've actually been seeing... I saw this... I think it was somebody on TikTok or something made this video, and it actually was so funny because I was like, this dude talks like exactly how I would like want to describe stuff. Like talking about like Game of the Year and everything. Like he said like Expedition 33 was like this super like crazy experience and all that. Like it was this like heavy experience. But his actual words about DK, he was like, "But this is a video game ass video game. Like this is like one of the best video games." He's like, story whatever, this whatever, but as a video game, this is just super good, right? And I was like, all right, I get it. I have to get Bonanza because everybody is like, yeah, you have to play it. Morpha. Okay. Do I want to attempt this? I don't have magic and I don't have hookshot. I'll give it one shot. This isn't super worth doing by any means. Because I know hookshot isn't Deku Tree, so if I find Deku Tree, I can just get hookshot. Come on. Endings that feel like set up to get you to buy the next thing. Yup. Pretty much. This is not worth. Question 33 is a really good RPG, but as an overall game, I think I like Bonanza better. Yeah, that's kind of the consensus that I was hearing. Oh, now you want to go up top? Dude. But yeah, it was like, I mean... Oh, no. It's like, say what you will, like with Prime 4, the ending was absolute shit. Like, there's no nice way to put it. It was bad. Just straight up. It was terrible. And the writing for the game was just not good. This guy's gonna kill me. Or not? Okay, cool. But then it's like, the Pokemon DLC. Again, having fun with it, it's cool. Story is kind of dumb. And I haven't beaten it yet, so I guess I don't know, but... But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm becoming more and more hesitant on buying new games. There's a lot more letdown happening. Don't reach me. Nice. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna go get hookshot. What's weird though is that directly after E33 winning Game of the Year, they released a thank you update that same night. Makes you wonder. They just knew. I feel like when you have a game like that, that's just purely successful, like off rip, it's like you know what's happening, right? Like to that level of success and that level of praise from players all over the world, like, and not just players, but like actual like people in the industry, devs, other studios, like I feel like you just know. Also, when it comes to that, I'm assuming it's like any other award ceremony where oh nice, where every studio, every person that's nominated, everybody makes a thank you thing in the chance that they win. So they'll always have it at the ready. G2G key. Oh, deck shield. Okay, so yeah, 30 reward is junk. I guess unless I'm stupid and I burn it and I need to get a new one. for their first big game. Yeah, for sure. No, I'm definitely not mad at Expedition 33 winning. It was also the only game nominated that I actually played any of, so there's that, I guess. Nice. Wait, change my tunic back. Dude, I was waiting. I was like, it's been a minute since he threw any fire. Probably neck and neck between Silksong and Expedition 33. Yeah, probably. I do love that immediately following that, Team Cherry immediately came out and was like, hey, by the way, we got more stuff coming. Like, that whole long wait for people to get Silksong, for them to just immediately be like, yeah, by the way, there's more. I think is very funny. Come on. As an RPG fan, seeing an RPG widely praised makes you happy because it could do good things for the genre. I mean, yeah, for sure. That's the other thing too. I don't mind seeing like other like genres get the spotlight, you know. I think that's cool. Drop like 4 free DLCs with first Hollow Knight, yeah. I mean, there is going to be a Switch 2 version of Hollow Knight 1. They did announce that's coming next year as well. Alright, water release to Jabu. I guess I could check a couple of things here. Do I want to try... Actually, I do want to probably go to the boss early. Yeah. What's up, Akuma? Been up early the last 2 Wednesdays ready for Mario Kart. Oh, no. Tragic. Yeah, we're doing a Pokemon bingo thing for December. Or at least for the next week. But I've also... Oh, wait. I have to go back here. But if I'm being honest, I've also, like, I talked about this very briefly, but, I've grown a bit bored of Mario Kart World, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Mario Kart World is in desperate need of some updates for me. Okay, all junk. Mario Kart World winning award was a shock, though. It was, but I thought it was very funny. Because it was like, what, best sports and racing game? So it was all these like actual like sports and racing games, and then Mario Kart's just like, LOL, nah, we win. I thought that was very funny. Oh wait, I have to actually check the pots up there. Fatal Fury was deserved over the other 4 non-real fighting games. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. Dude, get the heart. Definitely needs updates. For some reason, it doesn't bore you still. Yeah, I mean, I have, what, 60 hours of Mario Kart World logged now, and I'm just like, nah, this game... The track... I thought it, like, early on, too. Like, even before I got the game, because I watched some of it first. I genuinely was like, the tracks look kind of boring. And everybody was like, no, trust. They're not boring. It just looks like that. They're good. And then I played them, and I was like, okay, for the first, like, 20 hours, yeah, this is good. I'm enjoying it. And then at that point, it started to really, like, fall off. And I'm like, all right, these tracks are really bland and really lame. Which really sucks, because the actual gameplay is so much better than 8. Like, I love driving around in worlds. Nice, Vibruto. Started looking pretty slow after Air Riders came out. That's fair. Yeah. People keep saying Sonic got snubbed. I don't think Sonic got snubbed. I mean, I played the demo of it a little bit. I do think Mario Kart World is a little better. But I mean, that's also going to come down to, I mean, let's be real, Sonic fans. No. Air Riders concerned you about longevity? I think that's valid, yeah. I think that's fair. Honestly, I think that's one of the reasons I didn't jump to pick up Air Riders, because I was also a little concerned about that. Like, what does this game look like in a year or two? And I mean, at this point, I'm starting to feel that way about Mario Kart. I'm like, what does this game look like in a year or two? Can't believe I got Beery Hover like that quickly. Nice. Greener B, don't care. Who's the boss? Twin Rova. Can't do anything. I guess I can kill the Iron Knuckle first. There, just so that's done. 8 came out on Wii U and suffered from the same thing World has now. See, the problem with that, though, is that, yes, it came out on Wii U and it suffered from it, but that's because the Wii U also just suffered in general. And then when they brought it to Switch, they made a couple of adjustments, right? Like, the gameplay is a little bit different than original 8. And they kind of salvaged it and they saved it. Problem is, Switch... I mean, I guess Switch 2... I mean, even Switch 2. Switch 2 is not suffering from the lack of success that the Wii U did. So there's no real reason why... You know... I don't think it's a great comparison because the console 8 came out on was not a success. The console World came out on is a success. So there shouldn't be anything holding it back. But there is, and it's a lack of updates, it's a lack of content, it's a lack of interesting things with the game that's really, like, making it suffer right now. The only original game is TXKO, which isn't even fully released yet. That's true, it's not fully released yet. I did play the demo, though. Or beta. I got, like, access to a closed beta for it. It's cool. It's cool. But also, I was a long-time League player for a couple of years. I guess it wasn't a long time, it was only a couple of years. But for a couple of years, I played a lot of League of Legends. back in the day. I made bad decisions, I know. But to me, it was like kind of cool seeing those characters in that world. All right, gotta bonk all these trees. Don't think MK8 on Switch had much competition in the car genre either at the time. That's also very true. Yeah, that is very, very true. It was kind of like the changes they made to it, plus the updates that they did to it, definitely were necessary, but at the same time, you're right. There was nothing really for it to compete against more money. So it kind of was winner by default, but it became a long-term winner because of what they did with it. Like, it always just... Would you go away? So yeah, that's definitely true. There's a lot of truth to that. Just not everyone had a Wii U, so when MK8 DX came out, had all this DLC what Wii U had before. Just like, well, yeah, that's true too. Which also kind of points a little bit more towards how stronger of a game it would have been on launch in a sense. Oh, slingshot. Or like, I guess not, but like, I guess how much stuff your game ought to have on launch is a better way to describe that. Because MK8D had more on launch than original MK8, and it was very, very well received. So I think having like a certain amount of stuff and variety on a launch, because technically for the Switch version for MK8D or DX, it was the launch version of it, because so many more people had Switch and so many more people had that Mario Kart than they did MK8 on Wii U. So that was considered like a launch game, or the launch status of the game. Yeah, and it's funny because it is a re-release. Yeah, that is the funny part about it. But for a lot of people, that was the first time they played it. So that was their launch version of Mario Kart 8. If that makes any sense. I feel like I got the point there, but I might have worded it weird. Like, it wasn't the launch version, but it was a lot of people's launch version because that was the first version they played. Spirit Keyring, that's really good. Hookshot. My beloved. World gets padding in the same respect as Wii U. My issue with Nintendo doing stuff like that right now, though, is not necessarily that they won't ever do it, because I do think they will. But Nintendo has been so incredibly slow at actually putting stuff out in that regard. Like, Nintendo has really been a slow burn to make all of their stuff to the status that it could and should be. And it's like, you know, how long are they gonna take to get it to that point is the issue, realistically. And I understand, like, good things come in time. You gotta give time for things to cook and all that. Like, trust me, I understand all that. But it's like, at the same time, you know, you gotta, like, also be a little bit more pressing with certain things. That's that Coon wallet? Oh my god. So much money. I'm rich this seed. And there's not a thing to buy. It's crazy. But it's not an $80 worth game. No, absolutely not. Yeah, I 100% agree with. Definitely not an $80 worth game. Shadow. Alright, I could do a little bit here. I don't have Lullaby, but I could do some stuff. Jeff Bezos seed. Yep. So much money. But yeah. But this is also, it's just like the state of gaming in general, realistically. Right? Just these things not coming out quote unquote complete and all that. Like, it's just, it's a practice that's become norm, and I do not like that that's become norm. Was an MKD like highest selling game on its opening week? Pretty sure it won by a large margin. Yeah, and it was like always was and might actually still be one of, if not the most, like the highest selling Switch game. Like, I actually don't know what the highest selling Switch game is, but my first guess would be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Do they still make copies of Mario Kart 8? I do not know, actually. Physical copies, probably not. But, you know. Nice. Digital World. It is MKD? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I think I'd be really surprised if it was literally anything else. Nice. MKD with 69 million plus copies. Yeah. People don't know their version and how bad. They don't know how bad MK was on Wii U at launch. Yeah. Which, I will agree, that is definitely true. But at the same time, Nintendo as a company should be able to account for that. Like, they literally should have enough people in like a research division, because that's a real thing in game development. Like, successful game development studios have a team that researches the market in depth, like super, super in depth. And Nintendo is no different. At least under Iwata, they had that. He was very, very big on that. That there's no reason to not see that kind of data and be like, okay, look at the player base for Mario Kart 8D on launch and what the players expected out of the game and what they got. And then you put out Mario Kart World with, like, what? 1/30th of the content? And it's like, and then you'd expect people to just be on board with it at 100%? That doesn't make any sense. It's just really bad research and development, really bad marketing. Well, it's not really bad marketing. It's just bad research. Well, I never said it was broken. It's not a broken game. It's not a broken game by any means. It's just missing a lot. It feels like an empty game. And that's the problem. Tracks feel very barren and very empty. There's not a lot happening. There's a lot of just boring straightaways. There's a lot of times where you're not really doing anything. The charge jump thing, like to get that mini boost, is actually inherently slower than a lot of other tactics in driving, so that feature is kind of useless. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's just missing. Oh, you're talking to Maddie. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's not horrible and broken. It just needs more. And it should have had more on launch when you look at the state of the precursor. Can I get through this cage, please? Doing all this just to save scum the key as well. Like, that's the thing. It's not that I don't like the game. I do like the game. I'm just getting bored of it. Is your favorite one now just because of how it plays? It would be mine if I just, you know, like, how it plays doesn't carry as much as to where I'm playing, if that makes any sense. All right, I'm gonna permanently move this. Never mind, just kidding. I don't have strength. Like, I do agree that the gameplay is really good. The gameplay is super fun. I genuinely do enjoy driving in that game a lot more than I did in Mario Kart 8. But I'd be extremely hard-pressed to say it's, like, the best Mario Kart or it's my favorite Mario Kart or anything. Like, I genuinely don't think I could say that, like, with a straight face. Like, I feel like as far as track variety, not just in, like, the theming in tracks, but, like, the actual variety in how the tracks are laid out and how you drive on the tracks, MK8D is obviously just inherently better. And I can even say that not including the booster course. Like, just base game, I still think is just genuinely better in that regard. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, and charging for 80 was still really bad. Should not have been $80. Do I want to go through the bottom part? Actually, I think I do, yeah. Save scum this, it's fine. But it's like, it's like just this thing that Nintendo suffers from, because I can even say the same thing, like, about just, like, lack of content with Animal Crossing. I mean, New Horizons came out missing so many core things that should have just been in the game from the get-go. Dude, this, like, whole big DLC thing, or update, not DLC, update that they're doing next month, with the exception of the specific Switch 2 exclusive features, like mouse controls and stuff, and resolution, the actual content, even though it's a free update, that all should have been in the game at launch. Like, there's no real excuse why it wasn't. It's just, like, all stuff that should have been there. Because most of that stuff is already in all the other Animal Crossing games. Well, not all the other ones, but, like, you know, New Leaf. You know, again, the one that came before it. It's the same situation where it's like the one that came before it just has more and is just more interesting. And this is just unfortunately the state of, like, game development. This is just the industry. And it's bad. What's up, Rashid? I do live. Is that a shadow key or bottom of the well? That is another shadow key. Alright, cool. I don't have to save some of this. That's actually really nice. Like, I think the last, like, fully new Nintendo games that have come out that I've been, like, crazy just into and really didn't have any complaints about was probably Tears of the Kingdom and then Dread. I don't have strength. Right. I don't need to pull it anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go song right now. I had to drop everything in utter shock. I shall commence my full return once I finish it. All right, sounds good. Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, $30. By the way, it gave us data battles, which are like extra boss battles. Okay. The actual content was just the same recycled end game with a better ending. That should have just been the base game. Yeah, see, case in point. It's just like all this stuff that's just happening with a bunch of games. It's just like, it needs to stop. It's really annoying. I just continually feel myself more and more hard-pressed to keep buying new games, if I'm being completely honest. Few exceptions here and there, but... you know, at this point... I don't know, man. I don't think I want to bother going back there. I'm just going to save warp out. Because, like, at this point now, like, with upcoming games, I can't really think of anything major coming out that I'm like, oh, I gotta get. Like, the thing I'm, like, looking forward to the most at this point... Wow, I missed one. Is probably Animal Crossing's update. That's literally probably the thing I'm the most, like, excited for. That's coming out in the next couple months that I could think of. Wait another year. Just put out a finished game. Don't put it out at all. Yeah, exactly. The whole, like, just way things work nowadays, where you could just patch your game later, has definitely been more damaging, I think, than anything. Nice bottle. Games used to just come out, and if they were in a bad state, that was it. You had to make sure your game was good. Come on, where's the grotto? There it is. Yeah, it's a game industry thing. It's just a problem with the whole industry. Nice, Lucky. No. No. Dude, alright, fine. Grab the fish for now. Very unfortunate, but is what it is. Slingshot upgrade. Minuet in Ice Cavern. Alright, cool. No, went the wrong way. Any interest in Final Fantasy VII Remake for Switch 2? Only interest in that I'll try the demo. I've never been really a Final Fantasy fan. But I know there's a demo for it, so I'll probably try the demo. Just to... Okay, Nocturne Shunk. Just to kind of see how the game is. But I've never really been a Final Fantasy fan. But they all want big blockbuster Hollywood style hits. I don't know if it's like all of that. That's definitely a Sony problem for sure. It's why I can never, like, I haven't been able to get into a lot of Sony exclusives. Because I'm just like, why does it all just feel like I'm sometimes playing a movie? Like, every time I try, tried any, like, the PS4 exclusives or anything, I always just, like... Now you tell me. Okay, cool. I always just kind of get bored of the gameplay, despite how pretty the game looks. Okay, forest leads to water. Michael Bay the movie, yeah. I guess I have to go up top. I have to do some out of bounds stuff. With just hookshot though. Honestly, without iron boots, is there really anything I want to do here? I guess I could check these. Water boss key. Do I have gold skull? I do have gold skull. Hold on, I can get that. Okay, that's really good. I guess I'm gonna go to the boss. Let me respawn the Tektite so I can get ISG. I'm gonna kill one. Okay, no. Nope, don't do that. Play the Final Fantasy demo, it's amazing. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying it's really good. But I just never was into Final Fantasy, so I kind of ignored it. But I'll try it just out of curiosity, because I am curious about it. Speaking of demos, my man still didn't download the Tekken 8 demo yet. You are correct. I probably should have saved. Didn't matter, got it first try. What's up, Momo? Alright, who's the boss? Goma, very nice. Might end up liking it overall, or liking it for the gameplay, just overall being better than the OG. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna try it. Physics exam tomorrow. Uh-oh. Good luck. I gotta remember to get the grass in here. Song of Time? Nice. Song of Time, that's actually really good. Let me start over here. Where's the boss door? I'm lost. Dude, I'm actually lost. Okay, here we go. Start from here. There's not much to do in it anyway. Okay. I haven't done... Okay, so I haven't downloaded the Tekken demo only because I don't have space for it right now. My Xbox and the expansion card are full. So I just have to delete something. Okay, so wait. Water led to Goma. But I do have space on Switch for the Final Fantasy one. Oh, I gotta get the grass up there. Oh, and the pot in Link's house. And in the brother's house. Oh, actually in all the houses. Get this one first. Xbox filled to the brim. Yep, pretty much. The best part is it's filled with like games I just don't even play anymore. So I can easily delete a bunch of them. But there's a bunch of you know, a bunch of like the shooter games that I just don't play. Zabowski, you've been cheating on me. How could you? Can't believe you've done this. Tekken 8 alone takes a lot of space. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of games on Xbox take up a lot of space. What's worse that it's filled with games that you might play? Honestly, that's more accurate. It's like... I don't play these games, like, on my own. Right? Like, these are, like, you know... It's like Fortnite's installed. I don't play that game on my own. But, like, if my friends all wanted to play it, I'd be like, alright, I have it installed, sure. You know, it's like Rocket League. I don't play that on my own. But it's like, again, if they want to play it, I'd be like, alright. Like, I have it installed, sure. You know, kind of that situation with, like, a number of games. So it's like, if I uninstall it and then someone one night is like, hey, let's play this game. And I'm like, well, I just uninstalled it. Here's all the fix from Terra. I don't know who Terra is. I don't think. But still, how could you? No, it's fine. Nice. Double disc game equals more space. Is it double disc game? Okay, that's crazy, actually. How could I not know who Terra is? I don't know who anybody is. I might know who they are. Depressed Ryan, yep. All alone. Name of ZFG. I know who ZFG is. Pretty modest. Not all people that do randos and stuff know of, so I can understand that Doterra is actually ended up bringing me to you because I don't really get into the Zelda speedrun. That's fair, yeah. I mean, I've been doing just randos for a while at this point. Oh, Archipelago, yeah. I want to do more Archipelago, honestly, now that Ship has an Archipelago branch. It's only no logic, but I mean, surely that's not going to ruin anything. I play no logic all the time. My only issue, I've talked about this before, my only issue with Archipelago is wanting the games involved in a single seed to all have, like, a more similar amount of checks. You know, like, I want all the games to be, like, similar in length. Instead of, like, if I did, like, OT with, you know, 800 checks, and then someone does Dark Souls with 1100 checks, and then someone plays Kirby with, like, 40 checks. It's like, alright. Cool, I guess. Doing all 5 3D Zelda games at the same time with Archipelago. Nice. That is something that I do want to do. It's like the only way I feel like I'll get OOTMM combo rando on PC at this point, is if I just do Archipelago for both. Come on. Get up there. Spirit. It's not much I can do in Spirit right now. I guess I could do Child Side. Huh? I guess this doesn't have the setting? Wait. Was this from updating it? What is that in? Quality of life? Wait, where's the setting? We'd love to do more AP when you get back on your feet, mixing absolutely absurd games. I do love how, like, absurd Archipelago can be. Difficulty? No. Extra? No. Is it a cheat? Did they move it to cheats? No. Did they remove the setting completely? Wait, travel in time with Master Sword. Wait, Ocarina of Time plus Master Sword. Why is it on Ocarina of Time? Dumb. Dude, I don't like this new version of Archipelago, or Archipelago, of ship. I need to downgrade. I don't like this one. Yeah, that's fine. Zelda into Pokemon, into Sonic, into Final Fantasy, into Kingdom Hearts. Yep. Can't forget into Minecraft as well. Into Minecraft, into what's another absurd one? Dark Souls. It's pretty good. Gotta add Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh yeah, true, Yu-Gi-Oh. You can do that. So Momo, if you ever wanted to play an Archipelago, you could use, what is it, the GBA Yu-Gi-Oh games? I think there's a couple Yu-Gi-Oh games that are available on it now. Like, I think there's one on the actual website, and then I think there's a couple that you can set up, like, YAMLs yourself. Dark Souls 3 is fun on AP. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is really good on Archipelago. I know there's been a lot of progress on Elden Ring as well. Which is great. We already did like kind of plan it that once Elden Ring is fully available, like, and has a full like stable build. At some point, Matt, Mecha, and I are gonna all like play our own game of Elden Ring while they're all randomized together. Magic. Okay, really good. All Dark Souls Archipelago. Are all Dark Souls AP with Deathlink on? That sounds like a nightmare, but would be really funny. We did play once with Deathlink on. That was a decision. Not inherently a good one, but it was definitely a choice. I think I was the cause of one death because I forgot Deathlink was on and I wanted to death warp out of a place that I was in. So I kind of threw just to death warp out and I killed both of them. That was very funny. Another bottle, nice. Oh, Force Equip? Yeah, Force Equip would definitely be the way to do it. Force Equip is really funny. I like Force Equip. If I play this here now, I should just be in this room. So I don't have to be child anymore. Yeah, perfect. Alright, junk. Yeah, I would love to do some more Archipelago stuff. I think it would be fun. It would be kind of a nightmare to set up, but I do think it would be kind of fun to maybe do, like, maybe once. It's not something I would do often at all. But, like, Archipelago with, like, viewers having their YAMLs sent in for games they want to do, and just, like, really do, like, a big rando. Come on. I don't know why I got the rupees. I always forget I don't need them. Nothing like fighting a boss with an OP weapon and then getting replaced with a talisman you can't use. Nice. Yeah, I think Mecha did that, but it was like everything. So like armor we got him would auto equip, weapons would auto equip, all that stuff. He ended up having like going from like really good weapons and really good armor to absolute garbage in like a second. It was really good. Definitely an event for sure, but would have to definitely plan ahead of time so the viewers are ready with the ammo. Yeah, it would have to be that everybody be ready and then also could even show up for it, right? Like, that everybody can just, like, be there for that time and whatnot. I guess it'd be, like, worst case scenario, I could just release that individual person's stuff if, like, they weren't there. Yeah, definitely could be kind of a nightmare to set up. Would be cool to do, but... Oh, Spirit Bosky? Nice. I mean, I don't have Mirror Shield or anything, so... I don't think I'm going up there just yet. You have to release a lot of free stuff. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, it's definitely something I would prefer to avoid. Why did I go in here? Oh, because there's 2 chests in here, that's why. As long as you're 24 hours ahead, you could use AP Discord with strict streaming rules. Schedule a week ahead of time and they won't say nothing to you. Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably what I would have to do, honestly. Yeah, it seems like kind of more like a win-win in that sense. Especially just having more overall structure. Logic thrown out across the board. Oh yeah, logic would be 100% thrown out because straight up I'd probably be doing OOT, which is currently only no logic. So yeah, forget logic. Everybody's got to get good. but it could be cool. Maybe it's something I'll try to plan for sometime next year. Because that's the other thing. I also have to make sure it's a time where work won't interfere. Strength. Okay, that's good. Alright. So, Spirit was from Ice Cavern. I think that's basically everything I could do in there now until I get Mirror Shields. Or unless I want to try to learn Statue Climb, which I kind of don't. So I'm going to go check Spirit Entrance now. Which is bottom of the well. That's fine. I can play Song of Time and just become Child. Some big people to join you as well, such as Flips and Terra. I mean, yeah, it could... That's what I'm saying. It could be like a win-win just overall. It could be great for my channel, but it could also be cool just to... I guess also the experience of like trying to balance something of such like a high demand, but then also could lead to some really interesting things as far as like actual randomizers go. So it's like a super win-win situation. I do think it'd be one of those things that I would probably have to have like, you know, at least like maybe Matt and Mecca or, you know, Kaz or Joe maybe, or somebody like in VC with me like during it, who's also like going to play and be part of it. I know Mecca will be part of it. Mecca is super big on Archipelago. He was part of like a 700-man Archipelago at one point. Yeah, definitely need mods for that one. 100%. Nice. Leave me alone. In the pit with you guys. Come on. Okay. Not gonna do the basement just yet. But yeah, maybe that's something I could try to plan for next year at some point. I also feel like I like the idea of that more than doing like more crowd control stuff. I think Archipelago is better. I got the... Yeah, I did get the chest down there. Yeah, okay. Do I want to do blank A right now? That was the wrong button. Cool. I forgot that can happen. Well, that's what happens when you do blank A with the wrong item and not that good at. Come on. There we go. I think if I had Kakiri Sword, I might have been able to save it. Could be wrong about that, but I think if I had Kakiri Sword, I could have saved it, maybe. Alright, let's go try that again. But do it for real this time. There we go. Alright. Now that those are out of the way. I don't have any keys, so I can't check the skulls. Alright, so I'm kind of just about done here. Only a few more little things to check. And then the basement. The basement's gonna have the majority of the stuff. Because of all the grass and the pots. So basement's actually gonna be really good. Well, potentially. Oh, I did get the hideout key? I actually don't remember getting that. Alright, deck of notes. I guess basement now? Yeah. Yeah, go to the basement. Is there an easy way to get ISG down here? No, no, I guess not. Actually, yes, there is. Did he freeze me? He did. Go away. Gonna make this a little better. Unless I got a nice trap. I hit the wrong button. Oh, that's annoying. I kind of need ISG for that. Well, I guess I could just do that. No, because I swung the stick, so now it's doing damage. That's annoying. Okay. Magic beans. Yeah, weird fun fact with grass in this game. The sticks will only break it if it's doing either jump slash damage or 0 damage. And this was just rocks, right? There's nothing back here. Yeah, okay. First time watching a live OT randomizer, really cool. Would be fun to try myself one day, but I would like to keep the OST if possible. You could definitely do that, yeah. You can super just keep it on vanilla. I think I just played so much of it on vanilla that to me, like now having just some random custom music is nice. But yeah, you could definitely keep the OST completely vanilla. No reason that you have to randomize it. It's its own separate setting. What was that? Pot and Shadow? Oh, Recovery Heart. That is useless. Alright, it's about to turn night, so I can check these two skulls, and then I guess do Reverse Wasteland. Recovery Heart, don't care. I will say the random sound effect that I got for the Gwei is actually kind of annoying. Alright. Let's go to Reverse Wasteland, and then... Well, I have Gerudo card, so I guess it's not a huge... it's whatever. I'm here, I might as well just try it. I've been playing decently enough with a bunch of tricks so far, so let's just see if I can do Reverse Wasteland first try. If I can't, I'll just go the other way. It's not a big deal. Every time, I go on the wrong side. Would the program that I'm using be good for beginner? Yes, actually. If you're playing on PC, yeah, I'm playing on the PC port. It's called Chip of Arcinian. I definitely would recommend it for beginner because there's a lot of settings that you could do. So you can really kind of tailor it to your personal preference of how you'd want the seed to go. I did it too early. All right, I'm committed to this now, so. But yes, I definitely recommend it. 100%. And that's actually, here, I could show you real fast. The settings menu, if you go to the audio section, or not audio, enhancements, and then you go to audio, this is like all the music. You can literally just keep it as default. You could reset it and keep it as like just, it'd be vanilla music through and through. But I'm just playing with the mod to have custom music. Same with visual cosmetics as well. If you don't, oh my god, why am I bad at this? Like if you don't want your tunics to be different colors, if you don't want, like if you look at my bow, it's like pink and yellow. The chain for my hook shot is gold. So if you don't want any of like the cosmetic stuff, you can also keep that as vanilla as well. All separate settings. But you can make it as difficult and as easy as you would prefer. Really? That's too early? I thought that was safe. You can also like just straight up go in and be like, so let's say for instance, maybe you really hate fishing in this game. Like you just despise it. You do not want to do. Okay, there we go. You do not want to do fishing. You can just straight up tell the randomizer, hey, don't randomize fishing. I don't want to do it. And then it'll be like, all right, it just won't randomize it. So plenty of like options to keep it to your playstyle and what you prefer. Nice recoil. Ocarina of Time. Roll credits. Nehru's Love. Interesting. Did I say Wind Waker has a new speedrun category that allows cheats? Wait, what? No, I didn't see that. Wind Waker has a category that allows cheats? What's the category called? I haven't really followed Wind Waker stuff. I mostly follow OOT and TP. Moon Jump? Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that later. That sounds really funny. What are you selling? Decanuts 10 for 145? Nah, I'll see you later, bud. Oh, I'm gonna have to, I mean, I'm glad I'm here because I had to check these anyway. Hold on. I might be able to do a weird thing here. Never mind. I thought the shoe would explode off of that. I don't have bombs. Well, actually... Wait, does Neighbor's Love work for this? No. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna go the other side then. Oh my god, it's a Chaos Emerald. Yeah. What's up, Mecca? Any percent plus moon jump. It's an awesome category. Yeah, I need to look that up. That sounds super funny. Mildly hungover, but other than that, good. Alright, nice. Sorry, I'll go to Gruta Valley right now. Get some chews. I'll just side flip over. Oh my god, great chew luck actually. Give you the super moderator role. Twitch dropped. Oh wait, it's already out. Yeah, I forgot about that. I do need to give that to you. You and Matt actually. I have to do that on the website though, right? I can't like. Oh, I gotta check that tree. I can't do it from my phone. Okay. Actually, I want to check the grottos over here real quick. I also want to waste all my chews. Hello? Hess? Okay, fine. Because it would take too long to moon jump the barrier. I guess that makes sense. Unless there's a command for it. If there's a command for it, that'd be good. I could just copy paste it in the chat then. Automatically obtain everything. Wait, you might know this one too if you are skipping Wind Waker, any item you see in Link's. If you're skipping Wind Waker and any item that you see in Link's hand in the cutscene, you automatically obtain, even if you skip Sword and Shield. Works for Claws, Sword and Shield, the upgrades for an item. No, actually, I didn't know that. I like watched, I think like 1 or 2 Wind Waker speedruns, but I never really like dove into Wind Waker like that. Because it was just never the game that I wanted to learn to that level, I guess. It was always Ocarina and Twilight Princess. And I guess Majora's Mask. But that sounds very interesting. Maybe I should watch more Wind Waker. Welcome back, Rashid. You didn't until this category? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. House like Ganon Castle Foolish, as per usual. Doesn't look like there's a command for it yet. Okay. I'll do it on desktop soon. Nice. I do not want to weird clip right now. You tend to get inspired to be a speedrunner, but you get bored on long ones like Mario 64, for instance. Learn the key to skip in BLJs and they got bored and stopped. Yeah, I kind of feel that. I definitely prefer smaller categories right now. A lot of any percents, stuff like that, are what interests me the most. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh? I don't know where the other one went. Okay. Nice. Only had experience in individual level runs, other than that. Individual level runs I do like. I've come to really like those, actually. New season of Fallout show dropped today, first episode. Oh, that's true. It is already out. I mean, I'm probably gonna wait until it's all out. No recoil thing. It's an hour long. Yeah, I kind of expect that. But yeah, I'm gonna wait until the whole season's probably out, and then we're gonna watch the whole thing. I don't like... I'm too spoiled now. I don't like waiting for weekly episodes. Alright, Mecha. See you later. If I had regular bombs, I would just steal Epona. I don't really want to do it with choose. So I'm going to try this one more time. Because what dungeons have I not checked? I did check fire, right? I just didn't write it down. I need to check shadow. I need to check... I did check spirit. I was just there and I already forgot what it was. I gotta check the GTG. I gotta check bottom of the well as well. And Jabu. It's spoiled by modern day streaming. We cannot do weekly episodes. Yeah, exactly. Too spoiled. It's also because I just don't really watch shows too often, and then when I do, it's usually the show's already done. Or they put out full seasons at once. And then I just watch all of it. Like, I'll take 2 days, watch all of it, and then be done with it. Yeah, let me actually do it from the actual bridge. Come on. I just don't know where it went. I don't want to accidentally get hit by it. There we go. Nope. Dang. Your watch streak is back to 1. Dang. Entitled millennial. True. Welcome back, Momo. You missed Mecha? Yeah. Alright, well, I got my choose back at least. Alright, full choose. Nice. He went to eat like all of us should. True. I haven't done that. Surely this seed won't take 7 hours, and I'll do it soon. Come on. Okay, fine. I'll just run. Pseudo impossible seed now. I mean, I still don't have light arrows, so... And I need to beat 2 more bosses to get Ganon's boss key. Actually, speaking of Ganon's boss key, I should probably go to Ganon's castle because of all the pots. So I should probably do that now. And then I can hookshot jump up to Shadow. So I need to beat 2 more bosses, so ideally... Well, if I get Mirror Shield, that'll help. Then I could also finish Shadow, check the boss there, and I can go fight Twin Robo, who's the boss of Jabu. And I opened up the way to that, so that'll be nice and easy. Yeah, I think Ganon's Castle is definitely the place to go right now. So I'm gonna have to hover over, which shouldn't be a big deal. Do I still have Navi? Actually, don't think I do. Goat liver for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast of champions, right there. That bow really wanted you to, yeah. Wouldn't leave me alone. Yeah, they're pros, yeah. I did still have Navi. Crazy. What if a bunch of cosmic rays hit my ROM and teleport me straight to Ganon? I'd be very impressed if it hit the ROM and that actually happened, because I'm not playing off of a ROM. So I'd be very impressed if hitting the ROM that's on my computer somewhere made that happen. Also, there's actually a couple of weird glitches that you could do that actually just send you right to Ganon anyway. Learning a lot of things about these games. Like, funny enough, you learned for the first time yesterday that in Skyward Sword you could fly. Yep. Yep, you could fly in Skyward Sword, technically. Never played that one. I mean, look, it's a great series that if you haven't really played them to get into if you like adventure games. Because there's a lot to them. Where are my light arrows? Forest. I can go back and do stuff in Forest. Not a big deal. Actually, I should go back to... Where was Forest? Forest was DC. I probably should go back to Forest soon anyway. Actually, I have Hookshot. I could easily go check the boss there. The Cosmic Race skip is optimal if you get lucky enough. True. We like optimal here. No, it's really. The ozone hole nerf is actually beneficial for Zelda speedrunning. Yeah, we gotta keep destroying the ozone, guys, because it's making Zelda speedrunning just a little bit faster. Bombs. And Dins. Nice. Beautiful. Ganon's Castle loaded. I don't have Lullaby, so going in there is pointless. Antarctic stream for optimal speedrunning win. Yeah, I gotta go over to Antarctica so I can speedrun GSR at a 3-second time save. That's gonna be my new charity stream. Raise money for me to go to Antarctica to live stream and speedrun OOT. That is not where I want that to go. Meadows Mount Everest. True. You need that lack of oxygen. All speedrunners now have a challenge that each time they say Zelda, they have to take a shot. It's in the official handbook now. Oh no. I think I might die if I did that. How else is anyone going to refer to the protagonist? True. He's such a cool character. I have to call him by his actual name, Zelda. Alcohol poisoning is a disqualification. Have to double check. True, they might actually. You might get banned actually from GDQ if you get alcohol poisoning. Call him Link or something. Yeah, that's weird. Why would I do that? Substitute with Mountain Dew. I still think I would die. You know how much sugar is in that? I actually might have a better chance with the alcohol. Alright, let me go get all the pots up top now. Same, I would die too, yeah. Sure, GDQ would not be very fond of drinking while running. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's against GDQ's rules. Quit sodas not long ago, but god damn, there's too much. Yeah, I quit soda a long time ago. Years and years and years ago. I've had it like once or twice since then, and it was extremely situational. Like, it was that one time a couple months ago, I talked about it on stream, where I was at work and I ended up having to like do a double, like work a full day or something, and I had no lunch. And it was super busy, and the only way to like keep myself from basically passing out was like I needed to get some sugar, so I took a Sprite from like the fridge that we have for like birthday party stuff. I was able to get halfway through it, and I felt like I was dying. It was just too much, and it like I could feel it like coating my teeth. It was so uncomfortable. I was like, I used to just pound 2 liters of this stuff. That's crazy. I don't know how I used to do that when I was a kid. Jack Daniels, just let them have their emotional support pet. True. It's gonna be all nothing up here. The one time I remember, it's gonna be all nothing, isn't it? Oh, hammer. Never mind. Hammer is good. Alright, I gotta save up out of here. They secretly put Red 40 in there, that's what does it. I don't know what they put in there, but it's pain. No birding fish left behind in Ganon's tower today. We're gonna be spared. I do currently have a fish in bottle. So never say never. Burn it. Then eat fish and chips. Yo, fish and chips. Actually, I don't know if I would like fish and chips anymore. Too fried, I think. I don't know. I'd probably still be down. No, the poor fish. Still rocking the occasional diet orange soda. Fizzy drinks just hit. Oh, dude, I feel that. I have started like substituting it at this point, like, because I've been wanting like the carbonated drinks again, because straight up, like, I do like those. But I just can't do, at least American sodas, I just can't do, because they are just, it's just sugar. Like, there's literally nothing else. It's just sugar. So I started doing like sparkling water, and I would get like actual lemons and actual limes and kind of create like my own Sprite, just like not add sugar to it. And I've been like, I love those. I love making that. Sounds too healthy. You don't seem to like anything. No, dude, I'm not like too healthy. Because like, here's the thing. I try to be healthy, right? Like I do. I try to take care of myself. I try to eat well. I like as best as I can. I do. We're currently in the time of the year where that rule doesn't matter because it's holiday season, right? Like holiday season, it doesn't matter. You can eat whatever you want. But other than outside of holiday season, like no, like I'll have like, but I'm just like very selective on what I want to kind of like poison myself with in a sense. Right? Like I'm gonna have like ice cream. Dude, ice cream is like one of my favorite things. Like just straight up. Ice cream is just the best. I love it. I am one of those people that it's like if I'm getting a thing of Haagen-Dazs or Ben & Jerry's or something, which is always one of the two, there is no saving it for later. Once that top comes off, that's it. You eat the whole thing. And I do that every time. Come on. I want to see if I can get my camera thing. Yeah, you got it. Lives on H2O. I do drink a lot of water, yeah. That I do. A lot of water. I drink a bunch of water. Water and coffee are the things I drink the most. Then is probably green tea. The thing is, I have to be like super careful now about like how much junk I eat because I've been so lazy with exercising. I just haven't really been doing it. So I was like, I have to be a little careful. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up being like 300 pounds. Which, a couple years ago, I actually almost was. I really like didn't take care of myself. Because I just ate a bunch of junk and then never exercised. And then I started biking. And now I have been maintaining when I want to lose, but I've been maintaining, so I can't complain too much. Alright, Yuski. All good. Force myself to finish meals until I realize, hey, I'm not building a healthy relationship with food this way. Yeah, no, that's definitely a good way to do it. To understand when you're like, no, I am full now. It's good. I could stop. Depending on what it is, I don't. Depending on what it is, I'll be like, no, this is good. Sometimes flavor takes over everything else. Nope, I forgot. You just dropped down from the ceiling now. It does. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just is. That's just it. It is what it is. It's like, yeah, I know I'm technically not hungry anymore, but man, this is good. And I'm gonna have it. And then you feel like death later for a little while. Just, you know, just how it is. You go for an extra run the next day or something. Try to make up for it. At least that's what I do. Like, I'll just bike more, or I'll take an extra walk, or I'll do some extra stuff. I'll make up for it, surely. Check G2G entrance first right now. Nope. Talk to the guy. Or the girl. GTG is GTG thing. Don't? Okay. Parents took us to buffets a lot as kids and would hit me with it. Did you eat amount worth of food today? That took some mental fixing. Dude, yeah, okay, I feel that. Definitely had a very similar experience. It's like, well, okay, gotta make sure we get our money's worth kind of deal. I also had it because, like, we were, for many, many years, like, we were pretty poor. So when we went, it was one of those situations of like, oh my god, we have to make sure we have enough. Like, we get our money's worth because we don't have a lot of money. Definitely takes a little doing to kind of correct that one a little bit. Dude, turn around. I do not have silver gaunts, so I can't go back there. It's like the way more extreme version of pretend you're X years old so you get to eat for free. Dude, true. We never got away with that, though. I was always like, I was way too tall, like, too early, so just, like, that argument, like, never worked. It's like, nah, there ain't no way. So instead it was, well, we gotta make sure we make the cost worth the trip and everything. Be a funny social experiment, though. That's true, yeah. Just walk in as a 30-year-old. Just be like, yeah, I'm 6. Let me eat for free. Definitely not 3 kids in a trench coat, yeah. Giant knife, that's useless. I already have BGS. Cannon's key, that's also useless. Green rupee up there. Alright, don't care about that. Alright, I'm gonna take a shot at a couple weird shots here. I'm not gonna go crazy. I definitely think going to Shadow Entrance next is the play. Shadow Entrance and then bottom of the well. Come on. Ever seen the videos of 3 people who are all of age anyway going to buy tickets for an R-rated movie in a trench coat? No, I haven't seen that. That sounds really funny though. Oh my god, why can't I reach out today? Three kids in a trench coat would actually be a funny simulator game. That's true, yeah. With like that weird like, I feel like it would have like the weird physics too. There we go. Jeez. Sorry, it's kind of good, I guess. Do I want to go that way? Wait, does this one? I still have another key. Does this one key? No, this gets me right to another locked door, so that's not worth. Like a roguelike where you can upgrade your character's stats. You get a better concealing trench coat as the further you progress. That's terrible placement. This is gonna be annoying, so I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. Sneaking into the Pentagon's the final level. Yeah, that'd be great, actually. You start at sneaking into movie theaters, and you're like, every level is just a more difficult place to sneak into. That'd be great. I would love that. I'd play that. Okay, I want to reach out to this one. One more tries. Dude, my timing has gotten so bad. There we go. Two bombs to spare. Alright, that should be all of the chests in here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, I want to get more bombs, and I want to go back to the forest. But I got a bunch of stuff I could actually still check here. Ask your ID, and you gotta design a convincing one. That would actually be such a funny game, actually. That'd be so good. Why do I feel like that's like something the devs of, what's that game called? Schedule 1? The drug dealing game? I feel like that's something they would make. Go here first. Alright, I just got these. Never mind, don't go here first. Okay. I guess let me go here. Quiver, nice. No, shut up. Literally peak game idea, someone make it. Yeah, someone make that. I say as a game designer. Someone else do it. Okay, I'm done here. Never mind. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, no, I gotta go to archery. There's a bunch of stuff up there. Next Space Twisted Game Studio. Yeah, that's our next project. Would genuinely be a really interesting game to make. That'd be really funny. Oh, silvers. Nice. I guess I'm gonna go back into GTG real quick on my way out. No, Wilson and I had a brief like back and forth actually to talk about doing something in 2D. But I also have like a personal project that I've been slowly working on. The problem is it's in Unity and I want it out of Unity. I don't want to use Unity anymore. Especially after recent stuff they just did. You gotta pay the royalties, though. You ain't come up with the idea, have you? True. But if I just delete this VOD, there's no proof. Just send a free copy. Yeah, I'll give you a download code. Don't worry. One Steam download code. But it'll be PC only. So no Mac port. Gotta be free to maximize streamer bait. I guess it's true. Well, no, Schedule 1 wasn't free. And that got a bunch of people streaming it when it came out. That doesn't have to be free. You just played yesterday? You just played Schedule 1 yesterday? Nice. $0.99, but you make a Mac version so you can play it. Dude, I have no idea how to make a Mac version of a game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Never done that before. I should learn, and I will learn when I get a new MacBook at some point that can actually run games. Well, Wilson keeps talking about the Mac Mini as well, so we're gonna have like an ability to do Mac stuff probably, hopefully soon, surely. Because I want to still eventually get a new MacBook. Wilson wants to get the Mac Mini. So, ideally, Mac ports would be there. Joining the hive mind, only because Windows is so bad, and I refuse to use Windows 10 or Windows 11. And I just don't have the time or patience to bother with Linux. Linux is just too involved. I just don't care enough. Love Apple. It's your favorite overpriced company. True. Extremely overpriced. But at the end of the day, they also just work, so... And in the worst case scenario, you dual boot Windows 10 on it. Nice and easy. And guess what? If there's a problem with that version of Windows 10 because it doesn't have security updates in the future, you just delete the partition and you reinstall it. No big deal. Where was Forrest? Forrest was DC. Yeah, I want to get a new MacBook anyway. Because I have like editing software that's specifically for Mac that I can use that's going to be so much better than any of the garbage that has been available on PC or even, God forbid, mobile. Dude, the Google Play Store has some of the worst editing software I've ever seen in my life. I've tried so many of them and they all suck. They're all bad. Too squeaky clean for virtual machines, you can't. Well, it's not a virtual machine. It's just straight up like an actual partition on the hard drive. Virtual machines they work too. It's just they're too slow. But it's like just straight up like on the actual hard drive. It takes a chunk of it. You could set how much space and then you just make an actual boot of it. That's what my MacBook right now has that. My MacBook Pro that's sitting in the bedroom right now. It's like a third of the hard drive is dedicated to being a Windows computer, and it just boots Windows 10. It literally takes like no effort at all. As long as you have the Windows 10 ISO, it's all automatic. That's what I was doing for many years, actually. When I had just my MacBook and like I wanted to play Overwatch. Couldn't play Overwatch on Mac because it didn't have a Mac version. So I would just boot Windows on it and I would just play it on that. And it ran perfectly fine. Because that's the thing. A lot of the specs on MacBooks, especially MacBook Pro, like the specs are actually pretty solid. At least this was 2016, so at least back then. Like the specs were like really good. The problem is the actual OS just not having compatibility with a lot of stuff. So you just throw Windows on there, bam. You got everything you need. That was like one of the reasons I also was able to like justify us like when I got it was like, yeah, the price was insane. But it was like at the same time, well, that one specifically was from college. I got a MacBook Air before that, and I did the same thing. I was able to like justify it because it was like, okay, it's expensive, yes, but it's also like two computers in one. I get both operating systems. I get better editing software because I had better editing software for Mac. And also, this was back when Adobe wasn't totally terrible. They're awful now, and Adobe sucks, and you should never use them. But this was back before this. And I use like Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, and their Mac versions were way better than PC. I had significantly less crashes using the Mac versions. And they just felt smoother and more snappy. Regret not getting the 1 terabyte model. Yeah, that's the other thing. Whenever I get a new one, it's gonna be one of those things where I'm just gonna be like, go all out, go big or go home kind of situation. Like I'm gonna max out like pretty much all the stuff, and then just be like, one big payment, but it'll be worth it because it'll last. Yeah, I want the big hard drive, plenty of RAM, all that stuff. Because I am going to, of course, put Windows on it regardless. Just to have Windows 10 everywhere I go. And for the occasional Steam game. And by occasional Steam game, I mean Elden Ring. KD. Double defense. Interesting. It was like 23,000. I mean, yeah, the price is insane. It's like $3,000 or something to get that. But that's the way I kind of look at it. It's like, for someone like me, it's like basically having 2 computers in one. Now, if you don't ever dual boot and you just use pure Mac, yeah, it's not worth it. That already felt like buying a house. Yeah, true. Pure Mac, yeah. Yeah, just Mac. Lopona? Nice. Well, I already stole Lopona, so whatever. Alright. Now let me go check Shadow Entrance and hope... that Shadow Entrance is... Deku? I guess, or Fire. Fire or Deku would be good, because I have Fire Keyring, and I have Hammer. So I'd be good with either. Deku would just be faster. Wait. I need to go back into Forest, because I didn't get Light Arrows. I'll do it after. I know Light Arrows are in Forest. I have to actually climb up. I just have no keys. Your menu's pure Mac. No, you gotta optimize, dude. To make a Mac worth its price, you gotta utilize all of its features, and one of its features is to be able to run Windows. And run Windows to the point of, I don't care about your stupid updates. You can do whatever you want, because if I don't like it, I can reinstall it. That angle's weird. Okay, we're good. Never mind. The term just sounds very 2010s. Yeah, true. Okay, Ice Cavern. That does not really help. Do I even bother checking stuff in here? I guess I can do some quick checks. I don't have blue fire arrows, so still gonna be kind of slow in general. Still waiting on no notes percent. Well, be honest with you, we keep getting a little closer and closer because I skipped making a couple of notes unintentionally. No, bugs. Come back. Okay, all bottles. I already have blue fire in one. That's kind of nice, actually. Bombs. Good practice, yeah. Good practice, except for the fact that I don't remember what fire entrance led to, but I know I checked it early on. Why is it playing Super Mario Brothers or my Super Zelda Brothers? Because it's random. Yeah, I love how the ice keys all look like they're actually fire. Understandable. Have a nice day. Exactly. See, you get it. Nope. That's not fair. He stole my targeting. Do I need... No, I only need the one more. Alright, fine. Just leave me alone. Randomize your pain and suffering. We didn't get that update yet. Dude. Oh, it didn't cancel it. Okay, I thought it did. Randomize player skins. In theory, that isn't impossible, because there are custom models for this. Like, just straight up. So, I guess, technically, it wouldn't be impossible if you just loaded a bunch of character models into a folder that it would just randomly swap them around. Oh, there's Minuet. I did get the hint that Minuet was in here. I am not clicking to the game. I almost just deleted my notes. It would have officially been a no-note run if Notepad didn't have a save there. Alright, just gotta go... Oh, wait, I did want one more blue fire because I wanted to check the back room. While you're at it, randomize controls. Randomize controls sounds like a little much. Randomized games. There you go. Make enough PC ports where I can have all the 3D Zelda games just loaded up, and the game, it just like randomizes which one is active at a time. Like every, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. No. Okay, I'll just get it after. You've seen a combo OTMM like that? It looked brutal. Interesting. I didn't know that there was actually something like that for a combo. That's kind of funny. Okay, Junk, I can get out of here. Each day in each area had different checks. That actually does sound really rough. That does sound really rough, but I'm not against the idea to attempt it. I just need a better way to play OTMM Rando, the combo. Because I don't want to play it on emulator. And I guess the next best thing is EverDrive, but I don't have an EverDrive. I feel like if OT recomp ever actually happens, or when it actually happens, we'll have a alright, he can't grab that ledge. We'll have like a possibility of having a PC version. Imagine combo OOT and Adventure of Link. I would rather not. Yeah, just use Kako. Oh, wait, there's like a bunch of stuff here as child that I never checked, actually. Forest Keyring. That's actually really good. Okay, cool. Come on. Oh, that's a really good noise. They had to speed up the moon dozens of times. What's wrong with emulating it? The only thing that's wrong with emulating it is, for me, N64 emulation is just really bad. Fire. Okay, this works. Like, N64 emulation is just not good. And it's usually, like, the pausing is really bad. And pausing in a game that requires potentially a lot of pause buffering is rough. So I personally just... N64 stuff I just really don't like emulating. Other stuff is fine. Emulated DS, that's no issue. GameCube, no issue. GBA, no issue. Like, all that's fine. It's just N64 specifically. I just rather not emulate. It's just because it's so, like, poorly optimized for whatever reason. Oh, I can go beat Morpha. Oh, Iron Boots. Where was Morpha? Oh, not Iron Boots. I did not write down where Morpha was. Where else did I go to a boss? Jabu's boss was... Was it Forest? No. No, boss of Forest was KD. And I beat KD. I just didn't write it down. Again, bad notes. Okay, it had to be fire entrance or spirit entrance that led to somewhere that led to Morpha. It had to be fire. Because spirit led to bottom of the well. I remember that. So it had to be fire. Fire led to something, and the boss of that something was Morpha. Pretty sure. And then I just need to go get light arrows. Actually, I'm basically kind of in go mode. But I also, like, kind of want to check a little bit of fire, just because. Nope. See me play Glover. Yeah, well, that's also just NSO, and 64 is really bad as well. Didn't they add Glover to that? One went down here, didn't he? Every time. Yeah, it was funny. I remember I watched Joe play Majora's Mask. And even he was like, oh, they did something to this game, because he was playing it on NSO, and he was like, oh, they did something to this game, it's not normally like this, whatever. And it's like, yep, they did. They made a very bad emulator. No, jump slash. Would I settle with a Gex 3 voice pack for Link? I wouldn't necessarily mind it, especially because I've never played Gex 3. So it wouldn't really mean much to me. So I would have to try it and see how it was. But I wouldn't be against it. Alright, nothing here. I was kind of just hoping I get the boss key quick and I could just check the boss here and not go all the way back to fire entrance, since I have to go back to forest anyway. Outdated one-liners with every sword slash. Okay, I'd be down with that. Some of my favorite movies ever are like a bunch of Arnold's 80s action movies, so those like stupid one-liners, I'm all about those. Those are great. Dude, give me the boss key. Early boss key, please. Here's Johnny every time he opens a door. Yeah, that totally would not get annoying. Now, the only real voice pack that's 100% always acceptable, and I don't think they have it for a ship yet. I don't think the voice pack is CJ from San Andreas. The straight up demonetization voice is 100% the acceptable one. No. Fine, whatever, just run. I have so many hearts and double defense and Goron Tunic. Ryan Ryoga voice pack win. If someone made it, I probably would not use it. I would hate to hear my own voice like that. I can manage hearing myself when I'm editing. I would not be able to manage hearing myself make noise, like Link noises, every time I did something in a rando. I'd probably lose my mind. You gotta remember, I've been on YouTube since 2010. And last couple of years are when I finally just got like comfortable enough to hear myself in editing. It's also probably because I'm not an obnoxious, like, 16, 17-year-old anymore. Definitely helps. But not obnoxious, am I doing it wrong? Yeah, if you're not obnoxious, you're not being a 16-year-old correctly. You have to be annoying. That was part of the prerequisite when you got on the internet at 16. They're like, hey, are you obnoxious and annoying? And then you're like, yeah, dude. And they're like, all right, cool. You're in. But then you can stop being annoying after you've been on it for a little while. You know, you gotta have some character development. Yeah, you got your whole life to grow up, enjoy the moment, yeah. It is realistically about having fun, which back then I had a blast. Like I had so much fun doing videos and stuff with my friends back then. Watching them back now is like, God, shut up. But like in the moment, yeah, it was super, super fun. And you know what? I am glad to have the videos to look back at when I'm like really, really old. And I can actually like kind of like look back at it all, which is really cool. Being obnoxious isn't fun for you though. It's not really about being obnoxious. It's just about not having to suppress your excitement. Like something I learned like just at actually like my job more than anything, weirdly enough. Like because we host a lot of birthday parties, so there's a lot of kids. And it's really that. It's just being able to be perfectly fine with being excited. Like it's like a thing with like being an adult that's like kind of like totally killed. Like people allowing or people feeling like it's okay to be excited about something. And that's what like that's one thing that I've realized. Like back then, it was just like I was just excited for all the stuff, man. Why is there a timer going? Okay, weird. Oh, is this? Yeah, okay. You're very excited about the hazelnut chocolate stuffed croissant you're about to have, if that counts. Whatever you're excited about, man. Doesn't have to be something big. I mean, if anything, enjoy the little things, right? It's really what it's about. Why did I just set this up like it was... Okay, wrong room, but whatever. Dude, where's this boss key? I know I could just jump down the middle, but I'm gonna play it a little bit safer in case I miss. Alright, at this point it probably would have been faster just to go beat Morpha, but... Like, I feel like I gotta be committed now. Can I see all of them from here? It's too far away. It's cold. Nice. There's Bosky. Alright, very nice. Dude, again? Click into the game? All right. Is there any boss that this could be that's bad? I don't think so. I know where Morpha is. I know where Twin Morpha is. Why did I leave? Why did I actually leave? I could be Volve. I could be Finger Cannon. I could be Bongo. Yeah, okay. Oh, Baronade. If I go in there and this is Baronade, I'm going to be really mad. Do I hashtag? Why did you hashtag relate? Okay, Phantom Ganon. All right, we're good. To be hip with the youngsters out there. Okay, dude. Okay, funny story actually. At my job, one of the escape rooms has, well, multiple, but one specifically has a, like, it has a pin pad for where you put one of your solutions and it opens a thing, right? Now, this pin pad works very similar to, I think I jump slashed. Works very similar to, like, you know, a gate pin pad at, like, an apartment complex or something, where you have to put in the number and then hit the pound sign. I had to come to the realization that for a lot of the younger people who come into the room, I can't say pound sign because they don't know what that is. I didn't jump slash. Very cool. There we go. Can confirm you do not know what that is. It's the hashtag. Like the hashtag symbol before Twitter took it used to be called the pound sign. So, oh, Nocturne? Oh no, Lullaby. Nice. Shame I don't need it now. But yeah, whenever like when they're gonna have to put when they put the code in and they're like, if they get the code and they're like, it's not working, and I'm like, no, it works, you're just stupid. But I always have to catch myself because I'm gonna, like, literally I'm gonna say, oh, you have to use the pound sign, but then I realize they don't know what that is, and I'm like, dude. Gonna have nightmares about oblique throats tonight. Oh, Momo. Tragic. Actually. Looks like tic-tac-toe game waiting to be played. Yes, it absolutely does. But yeah, I'm like, wow. That old now. Still narrows the possibilities down to 10 options, right? I guess, yeah, technically. Well, okay, if I tell somebody to use the pound sign, actually, it should narrow it down to a 50-50. Because it's like a typical, like, pin pad, where it's like the digits, and then on the left and right of the 0 are of the star and the pound sign. So technically, it gets narrowed down to a 50-50 on which symbol they have to press. So I guess technically, if they're not total idiots, they should figure it out. I asked for too much. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I'm glad that one was not light arrows, because I don't think hookshot reaches that. They're not idiots for not knowing what a pound sign is. No, that doesn't make them idiots. Everything else leading up to that moment usually indicates that they're idiots. It is funny, I will say, out of all of the, like, and why did I jump that way? Maybe I'm the idiot. It's, you know, not a great indicator, I guess, but, the rooms that I run, like, a decent amount of the puzzles are very, you know, they're very, like, it's not hard to figure out. I don't have hover boots. I have to actually move this. And it was, there have been plenty of moments where I'm just like, really like watching these people like do this, and I'm like, why would you ever think some of this stuff? I'm like, that makes literally no sense. I need that rage room session. Funny enough, we might actually be getting a rage room put in at my location, so I might end up having to run rage rooms, which will be really interesting. They know I'm on a first name basis. I mean, they do always refer to me by my first name. Customers usually refer to me by my first name, especially if they're returning. I've had customers come in before that have recognized me from being there before. It's really strange. And it's usually because they ask. Like, they'll ask my name. We don't have, like, name tags or anything like that. Double magic. Can you pretend all the pillows are Yoshi's story for the Nintendo 64? Pillows? I don't know what kind of rage room you're thinking of, but this is like, you get a bat or a sledgehammer and you're hitting like plates and broken, like, you know, unsalvageable electronics and destroying stuff. You could just bring in an actual copy of Yoshi's Story if you wanted to. Just leave the relevant meme right there on Discord. Okay, hold on. Let me look. He's maybe a gifted Godzilla Rage Room for his birthday. Beautiful. That's dangerous. Running your rage responsibly? No, dude. Don't squander the rage like that. Nice, good jump. My god, where are these light arrows? Nope. No. Did you just get all the destroyables from the dump? Sometimes. Actually, what a lot of places like that do is, if it's like broken technology, it's like, yeah, usually it's like from scrap yards or something like that, where they're just like, yeah, we got this sitting around, but we're not using it, or it's just broken, whatever. Sometimes like Craigslist and off, like, just online, people throwing stuff out. But, I do know it's like a lot of, or not a lot of, but some of the Rage Room companies, at least here, they form like relationships with places like Goodwill and stuff. And it's like, hey, you've had these like really, you know, garbage like plates that have been just sitting on your shelf for like, you know, a year. We'll pay you $1 for them just to get them away from you. And then they'll be like, yeah, take them. And then we just put that into our Rage Room. You want to be the guy that picks stuff. No, yeah, it's never like perfectly fine stuff. It's always stuff that's either broken or like, you know, broken enough where it's like beyond repair. But dude, where are these light arrows? They're gonna be in the basement, aren't they? It's so annoying. Actually, I think they have to be in the basement now at this point. Or it could be, or no, I beat the boss already. So it can't be boss heart container. If you showed up to my escape room, I'd be very surprised just that you figured out which one it was. Like, more than anything. No, not that one. There we go. Can't be too many. No, dude, there's a lot, actually. There's a lot in the state of Florida. There was actually way more than I expected there to be. Extend my vacation plan by 2 weeks. Is this the one? No, next one. There they are. All right. Nope, I'm, again, not clicked into the game. May need to calculate the potential energy I have when I jump off the roof after this exam. Well, Momo, if you can calculate that, you should be just fine in the exam, right? Just GPT it. No, don't be lazy. Dude, that is still my favorite response. Whenever it's always young people too, because I swear, like people who are like around the age of 20. This is why I say they're idiots. Whenever they come into my escape room, they always are like, "Oh, I'll just chat GPT." And I'm like, "Yeah, go for it, dummy." Like it never works. It literally never works. They always try it, and they can never get a solution because it just doesn't work that way. And these guys are like dead serious that they're just like, oh, just chat GPT. It's like, first of all, why are you going to a thing to where you're intentionally going somewhere to solve puzzles and you're just gonna like, you're just like, nah, I just want to look up the answers. It's like, why did you pay the money to go? Dumb. Was use it ironically and never actually advocate for the use of AI, generative AI, that is. Yeah, same. Never advocate for it. Don't use it. I just switched my browser actually today, or last night, after the new CEO of Firefox was like, yeah, man, I love AI. We're going to be throwing AI into everything. We're going full force. I immediately uninstalled Firefox and got a different browser. And when it came up and popped up, I was like, why are you leaving Firefox? I literally wrote in, stop with AI. Nobody wants it. It's bad. And you should be upset. Wrong button. What browser? It's Vivaldi. The only downside of it is that it is Chromium based, but it's like basically every browser is Chromium, so it just kind of is what it is. But it has no AI. Yeah, everything's Chromium based, so that just is what it is. But I do genuinely like have started to really like the browser. I mean, I've only been using it for a day. But so far, I do really like it. It's got some cool features. Everything is just atoms. True. Yeah. AI bad. Gen AI bad. Dude, I'm not buying the new Divinity now. Because of the whole Gen AI stuff. That they're like, yeah, we're using it for this and that. And it's like, in concept, like, what they're using it for is like, yeah, it's like, okay, sure, fine. The problem is if we're okay with it, it's just going to snowball effect into using it more. That's where I have the issue. Using a browser for one day and already like it. That's some big praise. True, actually. At least on mobile. I was using it on my phone at work last night. I installed it on my computer before stream, but I haven't really used it. But like, on mobile, it's actually really nice. I like it on mobile. And it has like the tab grouping thing, so I have tabs specifically color-coded in groups for like certain things. Like all of my tabs for work, all of my tabs to like manage my pets, like flea medicine shipments. That's in its own thing, like. So it's kind of nice, and it's got obviously built-in ad blocker and tracker blocker, which is always good. Oh yeah, the YouTube AI mass perma-banning people for no reason. Yeah. Why did I go over here? I did see that. Built in W browser. Yeah, it's ad block and tracker blocker built in. Which was a big like win for me, because like on my iPhone it's like you could use Safari, which does have ad blocker, but it's like a separate thing. like the extension is like a separate installation, which is kind of dumb. So yeah, I've been using it for a little bit so far, and I do like it. I know Wilson swapped to it too. Oh, also it has like its own. I'm not paid by them to say any of this. I wish I was, but I'm not. But like their what's it called? Start page, I think. Whatever it is, like it's their own version of Google, like Google search. It's their own search engine, and there's no stupid AI overview that I always have to scroll past. It just gives me what I want to see, and it's like really nice. Put AI against AI. Let the robots fight each other. Alright, that was a good seed. It's nice to be back on Rando. Yeah, I could shit talk AI all day. I think it's bad, and a lot of it is lazy, and people need to just create things and be creative. And if you're not creative, you need to learn. Don't just have AI do it for you, because you're lazy. Although, I forget the guy's name. He's a comedian. I wish I could remember his name. I saw a clip, he was talking about it, and he was like, no, I don't fear... Like, I'm not mad at AI taking people's jobs, right? He's like, I'm mad at companies for preferring to not pay somebody and use AI. It's not necessarily AI taking jobs, it's people being greedy and not paying people to do the jobs, and they're trying to streamline, quote unquote, and cut costs. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That's a super valid argument. Yeah, good seed. It's nice to be back playing Rando again. I feel like it's literally been like 2 weeks since I played Rando at this point. The Secret Santa present you got? I don't think so. Corporations will be corporations. Yep. CEOs do CEO things. Overwatch 3. Yeah, Momo got Overwatch 3. Does it actually? The Momo pitting the Overwatch 3 message is crazy. Your monkey. Easy pin, yeah. I love that. I love that. At the end of the stream, we finally got a pinned message, and it was Overwatch 3. Crazy. But yeah, that was a good seed. That went well. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, right? Dude, I've worked so much this week, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Okay, cool. So I am off tomorrow. So I do plan to stream tomorrow as well. I think tomorrow I'm going to do Twilight Princess Rando. So I think tomorrow we're going to do TP. Get both of our Zeldas in this week. And then... I might... No, I don't think I will stream Sunday. I know I'm working Saturday. I don't think I'm going to stream Sunday. But next week, going into holiday, work hours are actually going to be significantly less as the holiday gets closer. So, obviously, I don't think there's going to be a stream on Christmas. Now, we'll see, right? Depends what the plans are. But I don't think I'm going to be streaming on Christmas, but there will more than likely be a stream on Christmas Eve. I think that's a Wednesday, actually. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, Christmas Eve is actually on a Wednesday. So if Wilson and Taylor are not doing anything Christmas Eve, which I actually got to talk to them about that. We might wrap up the Pokemon Bingo then. That could be doable. And then, obviously, I will be off for Christmas, but we'll see what, family stuff's happening. And then the day after Christmas is Friday. I am off that day as of right now, so I will probably stream that. So, just gonna try to get as many, I'm gonna stream basically whenever I can at this point. Work's just gonna keep getting busier and busier. Especially with the new position starting in the beginning of January. I'm just gonna inherently be at my job more. So, I will always try to stream when I can going into this year, but I also do plan to have a lot more videos coming out over the next couple of months anyway. Try to keep some stuff going. So we'll kind of see how everything works. You're going snowboarding this Sunday to London over the New Year's? Nice. Dude, I miss snowboarding. I do really miss snowboarding. I want to go snowboarding again. Maybe next year. Maybe the end of next year when I get to take an actual vacation, because I'll have legitimate, actual vacation time from this job now. At the end of next year. Maybe I'll use that and go to, I don't know. Colorado or something. For, a long weekend. Just to go snowboarding. Somewhere here in the US that's got snowboarding. I gotta look it up. Thank you for God. That's the most you got going on. Yeah, like I said in the beginning of the stream today, it's gonna be the holiday season is gonna be relatively chill for me. Not traveling, not doing anything crazy like that. I don't think I have any parents coming into town or nothing like that. We're all just kind of doing our own thing this year. What's up, Bulborb? Wanted to go to Joe's stream on Twitch, but you guys accidentally click this. Wow. Bulborb hates me now, guys. It's crazy. At the end. Oh, yeah. Actually, you're stealing Owen's spotlight. Because Owen's not here. And if he's not here in the next, 5 minutes or less than, he's going to miss it. Click the right stream because it's wrapping up. True. Also, wait, Joe's already streaming? Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock. That's wild, actually. This day flew by. Okay. Hold on. I do gotta check spoiler log. I do that at the end of every seed, and I haven't done it yet. There is, 2 things that I want to check for. I actually ended up finding a lot of stuff at the end. Hover boots. Market grass. Okay, so that was required to have Kakiri sword. So where's Kakiri sword? Zora's River Gold Sculpture above bridge. Oh, that's an adult skull. Okay. Alright, Bulborb, see ya. Good luck in Smash. I'm assuming, right? It's Thursday, right? Yeah, Joe's playing Smash today. Yeah. What was the other thing I wanted to look? Oh, Boomerang. Water Temple Central Bow Pot. Okay, so it was in Water Temple. Okay, cool. That was a W appearance. The fan service is appreciated. Yep. Very much so. But yeah, anyway. I'm gonna end here, guys. I need to go get something to eat. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, I will try to stream as much as possible when I can. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Twilight Princess. Bye-bye.